Hello everyone, new and old, welcome back to IMO Reviews. Today we are discussing Tar, directed by Todd Field, starring Cate Blanchett, Mark Strong, Nina Hoss and Naomi Merchant. Tar is a fictional story of the greatest living female composer, Lydia Tarr, who is about to conduct a defining piece of work for her already prestigious career, all whilst other aspects of her life are falling down around her, with many a deep thought-provoking question being posed towards her actions and behaviours in contrast to the greats who came before her. So jumping into what I liked about Tar, Cate Blanchett fucking rocks. The word chameleon really does come to mind. It's frightening how much she can change and absorb into somebody new, like it's nothing. Whilst watching this movie, I found it almost near impossible to realise this is the same woman who played Hela in Thor Ragnarok. That's genuinely insane, having watched this performance as Lydia Tarr. Yeah, Cate Blanchett knocks this one clean out the park and made it look easy in the process. I couldn't take my eyes off her, and frankly I don't think this film would have worked if it was with a lesser actress. And speaking of Lydia Tarr, I loved the character work and the writing. She was a fascinating character that was fully fleshed out as a person. She felt real and I could understand her thought patterns, her behaviours, whether rightly or wrongly, and it's superbly done with top tier writing. It's also filmed sensationally as well. The sleek, stylish nature of the film is immersive and gorgeous to take in, as was the wardrobe and the music. All of it fit together with such wonderful craftsmanship. I loved the message it offered and the debate and discussion it has around that message, and how deeply it explores it too. How much should we separate the art from the artist? Where is the line? Should we separate them at all? If they're a shitty person, then they're a shitty person, regardless of how good their art is. Or does great art somehow transcend beyond the point of that, because it is frankly eternal? If we found out today that Da Vinci was actually a really nasty and vicious guy, does that suddenly mean the Mona Lisa sucks ass? I'm not so sure it does, but I love that the movie made me think about it, and I also liked that the film never said which one was right. It plays both sides of the field, and it makes hugely stable and viable points for both sides of the argument. And it's all done through the discussion and behaviours of a fictional creator of art in Lydia Tarr. I thought this was seriously clever and thought-provoking. But that being said, I do have some tiny complaints about the movie. And the big one, you guessed it, as always, the pacing. It's a slow burn, and I mean slow burn. It's a 2.5 hour long movie, and it moves at a snail's pace from the first scene to the last, and it makes that already long 2.5 running time feel even longer. And I personally don't think it needs to be that length at all. This could have easily worked at being 2 hours long, and I think it actually would have been better for it. It feels like the breaking point of the movie. It can't really be less than that runtime, but going beyond it is just a mute point. You can get everything done this movie's trying to do within that 2 hour runtime. I don't really know why it needed to be as bloated as it is. It's a very talkative and wordy movie, and it does use a lot of big words that you might not get, and it might make you feel a bit dumb, or it might take you a few scenes to catch up with them because you're still trying to grasp and understand what was said 3 sentences ago. And I get that it's for realism, and it does feel exceptionally real and natural, but to the layman audience member, it could easily be lost on you. Which is a tricky complaint, because equally, I'm glad the film didn't spoon-feed me, but I can't help but feel like I needed a degree in classical music to understand what was being said sometimes. So I'm going to give Tar a 9 out of 10. I'd love to watch this one again when I'm in the mood. I would love to see what I missed and if there are any details I didn't quite catch the first time of asking. But I'm also in no rush because I realise what a slog this film can be. On some level, I could have easily given it a 10, and on another level, I could have let those cons get the better of my judgment and it could have easily become an 8 as well. so a 9 feels about right. It's a genuinely clever and thought-provoking film with an interesting discussion being had. It's beautifully made and offers one of the best performances of the year in Cate Blanchett's Lydia Tarr. I absolutely do recommend that you go out and check this one out, but please do realise it's quite a big, lofty film to watch. This isn't your typical popcorn Pirates of the Caribbean Sunday fun type of movie. No, you do need to be in the mood for this, and you do need to be willing to give yourself over to it, to dedicate a night or an evening to watching it and just letting it wash over you. Thank you for watching this review. Please be sure to hit that like button and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and please do hit the comment section as well. Have you seen Tar? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you haven't had enough of this beautiful little face, you can always click on these suggested videos here and find yourself in an IMO wormhole. Say goodbye to the rest of your weekend. But if not, take care, and I look forward to seeing you on the next review.